Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings. What's the word, y'all? Yes, sir. Hey, I'm back. Yes, sir. Hey, yes, sir. Praise the Almighty. Yes, sir. Praise the great God of Israel. Yes, sir. I'm back in the building, man. It's been a good one. It's been a good one. You know, I had to I've been, like I say, y'all, I've been extremely busy, man. My son had a lot of tournaments going on, a whole lot of them. So I've been busy with that, you know, stuff going on besides work and besides, you know, teaching a lot more, you know my daily routine, but the tournaments with my son and everything been having me like really tied up and everything too, so I haven't been around like recording any videos on my own. I know y'all probably seen me upload a couple of shorts and all that type of stuff, but haven't really got a chance, you know, to really upload none of my own. But yeah, man, if I sound kind of crazy and sound kind of different right now because I'm extremely sick again, you know, well, under the weather. I ain't gonna say too much being sick, but yeah, man, it's been good, man. Life has been amazing. I love my life, man. You know, God's been really blessing me, man. I've been, the elevation has happened in my life. It's been to the point where, you know, God has blessed me. God has really been, you know, removing a lot of unnecessary weight in my life. A lot of people that was around me at some point, they're gone now. A lot of like women that try to come into my life or that try to, you know, be around in my world, you know, it seemed like they out of nowhere distanced themselves or just broke off from my life or whatever, and then God just took them away. But you know, when you pray for the Lord to remove people that don't belong in your life, and then certain people start to leave, hey, this is how it goes. You know, I don't really ponder on it too much or really think too much about it, but hey, you know, God's plan, you know, because who was for you gonna be there for you, and who's not, they gonna you know, fall to the waistline. But yes, sir. And I just want to speak on a topic today, man. I don't want to make this video too long because I got class in a little while and everything too, but I don't want to make this too long. But yeah, because I heard some people coming up to me, talking to me about this and everything, like, oh my God, it's happening now, this and that and this and that, this and that. Like, man, listen, I'm finna give my topic, I'm finna give my my input on this this new pope that's around. Yeah, I know I said a little bit about it, you know, in one of my past videos, what about the old pope dying and everything too, and now they appointing new pope. Yeah, what's his name? Pope Leo from Chicago. Yeah, I guess he from the south side of Chicago or something like that, from the birds. But yeah, people asking me like, do you think that's it? Do you think it's him? Do you think that's the Antichrist? Do you think that's the last pope? Is this gonna be the man that's gonna sit in the third temple and all that? This the man gonna be doing the works of Christ? Because everybody talking about this dude. Everybody is talking about him. You know, I seen a post yesterday or a story yesterday about him talking about, you know, about him taking up for God and about him, you know, saying that man and woman is supposed to be married, and the whole LMNOP community, you know, supposed to be, you know, it's an abomination, which is true. I agree with that, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I got to tell you is that the devil speaks in some truths also. He speaks in some truth just to get you with a lot of lies. So just because that man spoke on something that was true, and because, you know, he spoke on something from the Bible, I'm pretty sure it's a couple of more things he's going to speak on that coincides with the Bible. But that don't make him a man of God. First of all, you are a Catholic, so that proves right then and there you are of the world, and you are your own, you know, your own God and of your own religion and of your own belief and on your own liking. So that's another red flag right there when it comes down to any pope, because God wasn't religious at all. Religious people hated Christ. So and when it come down to, you know, I don't know, honestly, I'm not too sure. I look at this man, you know, and I'm looking at him like, okay, well, you know, he's 6 years old, you know, but when they spoke about the abomination and desolation in the Bible, it speaks about how this man not gonna age. You know, he gonna be telling people, the one that follow him, not to have wives, not to have anyone, you know, around you. He gonna be telling people to you know, to conform to his way of thinking. It's gonna be one world government, you know. But I don't even know if this man know what's gonna happen. If he is that person, if he is the last pope, I don't even think he's aware of what's gonna happen. But then again, he might be aware, you know. So you think do I think this the last pope? Possibly. I don't know, you know. But I can say one thing: if it is the last pope, we need to get ready, because if this is the last pope, then it's almost that time. Because I read the story probably like a couple months ago, about a month ago or something like that, that they building the temple right there. Well, they didn't build it yet, but they got the things they need to build that temple over there in Jerusalem. They got the They got the stuff they need for that third temple or whatever. They haven't started building it yet, but they got everything they need, and all the players are at the table right now to make this thing happen. So the walls are closing in, people. It's almost about that time. Like, a lot of people are starting to, some people, not a lot of people, but some people are starting to wake up to what's really going on. Some people are starting to realize to like what they seeing is not what they think it is. You know, they starting to figure out a little bit more about the pagan holidays. They're starting to figure out more about, you know, the dietary laws. And like, well, not so many, like I said, not many people, a lot, but a few of them. You know, they're starting to figure out that, you know, that this world is something else and it's not what you made up to be, you know, and they're starting to see there's a lot of false prophets out there in the world. It's a lot of people that's preaching this other God, but not preaching the real God, preaching this other Jesus, you know, and not preaching about the real Jesus. So, you know, but yeah, man, it's coming down to that time, you know, and yeah, to answer these questions that people been asking me about and been coming to me and hollering at me about this stuff, it might be. I don't know, you know, I'm not too sure, you know, but I know one thing, you know, if this is the last pope, oh my Lord, is it, man, good Lord. Man, if stuff is funny, like how they said in the stuff is about to hit the fan, man, because it's gonna become a time where it's gonna be so much killing and so much war going on, man. It ain't even funny, man. The Great Tribulation definitely gonna take place around that time when they build that temple and everything. So man, it's gonna be a time. The mark of the beast gonna be rolled out around that time. So man, it's gonna get crazy. So yeah, man. If that is the last pope, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be something that's gonna shake up the world to the point where they're not ready for it. But I've been preaching this stuff to a lot of people, man. I've been telling a lot of people about this stuff, and I've been telling them like, man, hey, listen, this is what's going on, man. Like, this is what it is, bro. This is what's happening, and this is what's going to happen. And this is what the Lord been telling me to let y'all know about, you know, what I've been reading about and what I've been going for my teachers, you know what I'm saying? Preachers been telling me about. So, and then my revelations from the Lord been letting me know. So, but a lot of people, man, it's time to wake up, because it's not much time left, man. You know what I'm saying? These prophecies are taking place right in front of us. All these things that the Bible told you about, that they spoke about in the book of Revelations, in the past, in the Old Testament, and the New Testament, that they spoke about, is happening right now. But people not seeing none of this stuff. They seeing it, but they taking it as a game. They're not taking it as something, you know, like, okay, well, I should get serious about this. I should really get my life right with Christ and get my life right with God and try to turn my life around and stop being in presumptuous sin and stop doing the things I know the Lord don't want me to do, you know. So yeah, man, it's time to get serious about it, because, you know, like, I've been finding myself lately, you know, like I said, alone by myself, a lot of like isolated, you know. I've been finding myself, you know, by myself, you know. I've been finding myself not wanting to do the things I used to do. Like, a lot of things that meant something to me, that I used to mean something dear to me, don't mean. I was talking to my master about this too. Like, it don't mean the same to me no more, you know. I'm like, I feel like I elevated to a certain point in my life where, okay, well, now I got so much wisdom, I got so much understanding now. I know what these things are. It's like I'm doing the works of the Lord now with not even knowing it, and I'm just walking into it. It's like my lifestyle, my way of lifestyle now. It took some time to get to this point, man. It took some time to get to the elevation. It took some time to get to the point where I can just do this stuff now, and where, you know, it's just what it is now. That's just me. That's just who I am now, you know. But the blessings has been coming, you know. The blessings have been coming, and they there, you know. It ain't been no easy battle. It ain't been no walk in the park, you dig? But I got there. I stood in my walk. I stood in my faith, and I'm still doing that to this day. You know, a lot of people had left my life. A lot of people didn't want. They turned me away. A lot of people made mockery. A lot of people didn't want to hear the truth. A lot of people walked away from it. A lot of people get here, man, you know, and then turn back, man, because it's complex. You know, it's complicated. But I say this a lot. You know, it's, you know, faith without works is dead. We got to put some work in. You know, we gotta do this, man. You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna do this, let's do it the right way. You dig? Let's really get serious about it. And like I said, it's not gonna be easy. But you gotta know, stop making excuses. Like I told somebody at work the other day, I'm done making excuses for people, man. I'm not making no excuses for myself. I never made no excuses for myself. I just did what I had to do, and just crack down, man. You know, put everything out of my life that wasn't trying to make me, wasn't trying to help me get to where I was getting at, or trying to be a stumbling block to me, or try to get in my way from what the Lord wanted me to do. You know, so yeah, man, you can't. At some point, man, we got to stop making excuses. At some point, we all got to grow up and be like, all right, well, you know, hey, man, I'm not getting no older. I'm not getting no younger. So, man, let's do this, man. I mean, I'm not getting no younger, so let's do this, man. You know, I'm only getting older, you know, excuse me. But, yeah, man, that's just how I go, bro. And Don't cry and don't be upset when, like I said a minute ago when I first started the video, don't be upset when certain people start leaving your life, because when certain people start leaving your life, that just means God taking you to another level in your life or taking you to another position in your life, you know what I'm saying, that where they can't go or where they cannot, you know, be a part of, you know, because sometimes I think about that type of stuff, like, man, like random people, it'll be like people that I've known for years or whatever, just randomly just take off and I don't see them no more, and no explanation why, nothing like that, bro. You get to think to yourself, like, did I do something wrong? Like, did I say something bad to them? Like, was I too mean to them or something like that? And like, it's certain things you might say and certain people just like take off, like, okay, it wasn't even that bad like that, but you know what I'm saying, like, or you know me, you know what I'm saying, you know how I am, like, so why would you even do this, or why would you even say that, or why would that even, you know what I'm saying, where did that even come from? Hey man, you know, I look at weird, you gotta look at weird stuff like that, because when weird stuff start to happen like that and people start to switch up on you or start to change up like that, it's elevation time. God finna take you to another level. God finna elevate you among these people, and they not ready to go there, because if they was ready to go there and God knew that they was ready to go there with you, they would still be with you. He would still show you that. He would still put you in that situation, and they would be there with you. They wouldn't walk away from you. They'll be there with you. They'll stand with you. So, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people can be pushed away, and some people can, you know, just leave your life for their own reason. But you know, but like I said, who's supposed to be in your life, they gonna be in your world. I know that more than ever now. You know, that's why I don't cry or get upset when somebody want to leave. All right, leave. You know, that's what it is. Because you was there for me. You was a part of my journey and part of my walk and a part of somewhere I'm supposed to be going. You know, or a part of the journey that the Lord's supposed to be taking me on next. You will be with me. You know what I'm saying? We'll work it out. We'll apologize. We'll come back together. We'll talk to each other. Work something out. And cool. We're gonna get back on this road. We're gonna keep walking this righteous road. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep on doing what we're doing. But if not, and it wasn't supposed to go that way, hey, it wasn't supposed to go that way then, man. That's how it is, man. You know, I'm gonna keep praising the Lord. I'm gonna keep not eating the unclean foods. I'm gonna keep on following the dietary laws. I'm gonna keep on following these laws, statutes, commandments, and obeying what the Lord tell me to do. I can't worry about nobody else got going on, man. I'm gonna keep on feeding the sheep like He said. I'm gonna keep on doing what I need to be doing, man. You know, and keep on following the Lord. You know, and what else I want to touch on? There was one more subject I want to touch on. And yeah, oh yeah, the world is just, they think a lot of this stuff is normal, man. That's going on in the world right now, that how life is and everything like that, bro. They think a lot of this stuff is normal, but it's not. They think the things shacking up, fornication, living together, not married, having 2 and 3 and 4 wives and 2 or 3 and 4 girlfriends, just out doing all these things, lascivious lust, you know, extreme lust, all these things that the world make normal to you, it's not normal in God's eyes. So, but a lot of people think this stuff normal and they live in this stuff, and like, it's crazy, because when you doing this stuff, you don't look at it like that. You don't look at it like, okay, well, that's wrong, or that's not right, or hey, why is they doing that? You know what I'm saying? Because you in that already. But once you wake up from the matrix and you wake up from this delusion that the world try to put you in, you like, hey, oh my God, that's what I was doing? That's how I was rocking? Wow. I was really killing myself spiritually. I was really like dying spiritually. I was nearly on my way to the lake of fire. And it's crazy. I thought about that the other day. I thought about, like, man, like, wow, the Lord like really woke me up on time. Like I was on my way to the lake of fire. I was on my way to go somewhere. At this time, I'm 36 years old. I'm about to be 37. At this time in my life, out of all the stuff I did in my whole life of living, all the things I do in my walk out there, was I was in the streets, when I was pimping, when I was gang banging, when I was, you know what I'm saying, being a whoremonger, and doing whatever I was doing, Joe. At this time in my life, God gave me this knowledge because it's almost over. That's why. He gave me this knowledge now to wake me up now, let me know, like, okay, man, if you don't stop what you're doing, bro, this is what you're going to get. If you don't stop what you're doing, this is what, and man, it brought some peace to my heart, because I'm like, man, I could have been dead. I could have really lost everything. I could have really lost my salvation, because I didn't know. Because I didn't know what I was doing was wrong. Because I didn't know none of this stuff. I had an idea, but I didn't know for sure. But the Lord woke me up right on time. I'm talking about, man, right on time. And the moment He woke me up and showed me, I knew that was it. It was something I've been searching for my whole life, to know about this and to know about that. And the moment He told me, I'm like, that's it. Because He could have let it pass. He could have went on. He could have went on by everybody else and did whatever He did, everybody else, and showed them this and showed them that. But He woke me up and showed me, like, man, This where you got to go to. This what it is. Because I've been taught something my life, something totally different. I told y'all my story about that, man. But he woke me up at the right time. And I thank God every day for waking me up. Because I didn't know, man. I was talking to my son about that probably like, what, a couple weeks ago or something like that. We was crying literally in the car, man. Me and my son was crying because I told him, like, man, I've been preaching this, man. I've been preaching this abomination and desolation to people, and I've been preaching the great tribulation and the place of safety and everything to people, man. But people don't want to listen, man. And we was crying in the car because a lot of people gonna be left over, man. They're gonna be left behind, bro. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be here and gonna be caught up in that great tribulation because they didn't want to believe, man. And some of them people is gonna be family, man. And it's gonna be friends. And that's the only thing that hurt me, man. But at some point, you know, and it said in the Bible, you know, when God gonna take away your feelings from everything. God gonna take away your feelings. He's gonna take away your care from all that. So, but the Bible says, in Acts, it says, you know, save yourself in this untoward generation. So I can preach to many people as I want to. I can say what I want to say, man. But at the end of the day, man, you got to work out your own salvation with trembling and fear. So that's why I got to save the ones that want to be saved, you know, and preach to the ones that want to be preached to. And that's what it is, you know. But, hey, yeah, man. So I know I'm just rambling talking about everything, man, because this word is in me. I haven't been speaking for a while, man, you know. And the enemy going to try to stop that. The enemy going to try to come in and do everything he can to try to put a halt to you doing what God wants you to do. I watched a video about the other day, you know, about how the enemy going to always try to stop you from doing what God wants you to do. He's going to always try to put you in a position where he's trying to keep you from doing this type of stuff, man. And this is one thing, you know, like I said, even when I'm not doing this, man, even when I'm not, you know what I'm saying, on here doing it, I'm always trying to do something for the Lord because I don't feel right when I'm not doing it. When I'm not speaking on here or whatever, not giving some people a message or whatever, and just giving some motivation to somebody or something, just telling y'all about, teaching y'all something about the Bible or something, I don't feel right. And I've noticed that more and more about myself. I do not feel right, Joe. I like helping people. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed that more about myself. I like helping people, no matter what it might be. I just like helping people. You know what I'm saying? I learned it about myself. So, yeah, man, like, don't let the enemy try to stop you from doing what God wants you to do. Don't let the enemy try to stop you from doing what the Lord has purpose for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, back to the topic. I mean, I know I go off topic sometimes. Y'all know how I do, but yeah, man. As far as the Pope, you know, that's a possibility. That might be him. That might be the man of sin. It just might be. I can't say for sure because I don't know. But the only way you will know is when you talk about it. When they hear about that temple built, and they talk about placing him in that temple, it's high time. It's time for us to go there. Because the Bible says, in the book of Daniel says, when then shall you see the abomination of desolation stand in the holy place, flee to the wilderness. That's when it's time for us to go. So, to answer a lot of questions, possibly. That's my answer. I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. I can't say too much, and I don't know too much, but that's possible. Just be on the aware. Keep your eyes on Jerusalem, and keep your eyes on that third temple, because, yeah. And keep your eyes on Rome, because the moment that Vatican talks about putting this guy over in there, yeah, it's said and done. And it's been one, y'all. It's time to go. It's time to flee to the wilderness. And I got videos talking about the place of safety and where it is. So yeah, you can go there and look it up. Look up my videos and you'll see exactly what the place of safety is. So yeah, man, for my closing message today, man, let y'all know it was a good video. It feel good to be back, you know. It feel good to have some time, you know, just to actually sit here and actually do these videos and actually do it. Because I be want to do them sometime at work, but it's like, you know, I have stuff going on. I have a little time to do them, and I don't have much time to like sit down and actually like talk like I want to, like I'm doing right now. So yeah, man, but get your life right with the Lord. Turn your life over for real. It's not gonna be easy. It's not supposed to be. It's gonna be possible though. It's possible though. So, you know, we just gotta get it right, you know. Try, you know. Try your hardest, you know. Do the best you can. You ain't gonna always know. And when you fall, you slip, you make a mistake, get back up and get back on your road. Don't continually stay in that sin. Like I always say, that's presumptuous sin. God don't listen to people that does that, you know. So my 3 formulas. Let's stay prayed up. Let's keep fasting. Let's keep reading that word and what? Applying it to your life. Because the enemy don't care about you reading the word. But the moment you apply it to your life, that's when you become an issue. So yes, sir, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I gotta try to eat me some, Joe, before I go to class. So yeah, man, it feel good. Give me a couple more weeks. I got a video coming about I know about the signs about how when God don't want you, what signs of an evil woman in your life. Basically, I'm gonna do one about that. I got another one coming too about man, what's the other one? I got another one coming about, man, what was it about? Yeah, the one about distractions. I still want to do that one too also, but the one before that, it might be, I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do first, but I might do another one. But y'all know how I do. I just, get it going. But that's probably one coming next. So oh yeah, it's all love, man. Peace and blessings. Shalom. Love.